Hi everyone, it's Kate Byars, founder of Corporate Women Unleashed. Welcome to today's Facebook Live. We are talking about such an exciting topic and a critical one. It's how to prioritize self-care. And this is a question we hear over and over again. We know we're supposed to be taking care of ourselves. We know that our health isn't critical. We know that we take our health for granted. Ugh, but we keep putting our diets, our eating programs, our exercise, our skincare, our doctor's appointments off to the side. How do you break out of this? Especially as we age, we have more maturity in our careers, more experience in our careers. We're going up into potentially leadership positions, more stressful conditions. We're taking on a lot more in our life through marriage, children, partners, whatever it is for you. Raise your hand if you feel like it's a bit too much. All right, well, we're going to kind of talk about why that is and what we can do about it in today's episode. So tune in, be sure to leave some comments below and also leave some of your own tips. Okay, but here's the first thing I want everyone to be really, really clear on. Okay, and this happens to us repeatedly. You may do something that works brilliantly for you. Let's just say, like I used to have a friend who would get up every day at 5 a.m. and she would meditate. She'd be like, Kate, the answer to all your problems is meditation. If you just get up and meditate, you'll be centered, you'll be focused, you'll have your priorities straight, and then you can go do all these other amazing things you want to do for your day. And I'm like, oh my God, it's meditation, it's meditation. Meditation's the answer. And so I would try to meditate. I would get up early and I would fall asleep every single time. Or I'd be like, meditate, meditate. Oh, I got to make that phone call. Meditate, meditate. Oh my God, the grocery list. Meditate, meditate. Oh my gosh, was that, the cat needs something. I mean, oh my God, it's like I could not meditate for the life of me. But here I have this friend who has, remarkable things going on in her life who meditates. And I'm just beating myself up because I can't meditate. Do not do this, okay? All of these things, whether it's meditation, going to the gym, working out with a trainer, keto, paleo, vegan, chef, blue, whatever, that's going to be like, stop the madness, guys. It is not about an external strategy. Okay, so that is the first thing. And that is where so many of us go wrong, is we're looking for that one silver bullet. What's that one thing, the one gym, the one trainer, the one diet, the one whatever that's going to give us what we're looking for? That's not going to happen. Okay, and I'm not saying that all those things aren't great. They're all great strategies, but they're just strategies. Okay, the one thing that we all have to fix is how we see success. If you see success as a slog, as sacrifice, as something where you have to put work first before everything else in your life, I don't care what I talk to you about or what anyone else talks to you about, you will never change sustainably, okay? So what you have to do, especially if you're a high achiever, is let's use our high achieving driven behaviors to our advantage. You already know how to achieve. You already know how to achieve great success in your career. So let's achieve great success in our life, right? Like that's what we teach women how to do. Like if you don't want to step back in your career and you don't want to give up your health and you're tired of having that 15-pound, muffin sit on on top of your skirt, then let's start changing what is possible for success. And the very first thing you have to redefine for yourself is success looks like what? Success looks like being, lean and mean triathlete machine. Maybe it's just someone who can still get into their clothes from college. Maybe it's a woman who takes care of all of her well women, proactive doctor visits and is healthy in her own skin and has a good BMI, right? Like you have to decide, but you have to decide that that is part of the equation of success. Because what we do is we say, ooh, okay, as soon as that project gets done, I'm going to work out. After the holidays, I'm going to try a new eating program. I really need to call that trainer my friend's been telling me about. We put it off and we put it off and we put it off. And the very first thing you have to do is reframe what success looks like. And I did this too. I rode that treadmill of weight going up and down. I have pictures of myself as an executive where I look damn skippy. And I got pictures of myself as an executive where I look quite large. So much larger than normal. So you could tell I wasn't taking care of myself. You could see it in my eyes. You could see it in my skin. You can see it in my hair, right? I was putting myself off. And it wasn't until I started realizing that the root of so many of the issues we have are really in our beliefs that then create human behaviors that we choose that don't serve us. It was like, oh, I could change my beliefs and I could change my life without having to change my job, without having to change my income level, without having to downsize my house, my husband, my children, or anything else. Hey, that would be pretty cool. Okay, so you got to change your belief about success. Making sure that you are well fueled and that you are taken care of in your health is going to be important to you. Now, you're going to either be someone who works really well with structure or someone who does not work well with structure. I do not work well with structure. About 50% of our clients don't, 50% do. If structure is something that helps you, then use it to your advantage. Then you're going to make sure that every single day at whatever time works for you, you do something for your health, whether that's a workout, whether that's packing your salad for the day, blah, 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 right? But what happens is you're going to need that structure. If you're not someone structured, I know every single day I'm going to do 30 minutes of exercise minimum. It may happen at 10 o'clock at night. It may happen at 10 o'clock in the morning. It may happen at 3 a.m. It's going to happen. Like, I will not allow myself to not have that exercise. And so then what you have to do is use what is your natural behavior patterns to your advantage to say, like, this is how it's going to happen. Now, what happens on a day when that 30 minutes is not available to you, or that hour, whatever you need? Great. Then I'm going to do 8 minutes, but I'm not going to not do anything for my health. Because the minute we start not doing it, it tells our brain and it tells our body and it tells our psychology that, you know what, you don't really have to do this, right? Doesn't matter. We have women that work with us and I'm like, great, did you get your 8-minute workout in today? You can do 8 minutes in the back of an airplane. I've done it. I've done it with my kids on the way to Europe. We're going to go in the back of the airplane and we're going to work out right now. Excuse us, flight attendants, we're going to be using this space. Like, guys, it has to be that for you. And it doesn't mean you have to be a triathlete. It doesn't mean you're trying to have a beach body. It just means that your health is important and it is a piece of your stress relief, your mental fitness, and your emotional state, okay? So look for opportunities to build it into your day. I can pull a plank in my office in Manolo Blahniks. Like, let me tell you, I've done it and I'll do it. And I will hold that plank, dab a little sweat, and walk straight into a meeting. Guys, like, that is what it is. So until you change and reframe what success looks like, that's always going to go out the back window. Now, why do we allow that to happen? Why do we not have this version of success? Well, we grew up that way. In our culture, in our schools and parenting, all sorts of different things, we grew up with a culture of being told, you know, no one said to you, oh my God, you just ran around outside and got sweaty. I'm so excited for you, Johnny, like, or Susie or whatever. Like, nobody said that, right? What they said was, let me see your homework. Did you get your paper done? Before you can go outside and play, you got to get your homework done. You got to get your A. You got to get, you know, it's just in our culture, which is you have to work before you play. Wait, did you make your bed? Oh, sorry, you can't go out and play. So have some grace and understand that you were given this behavior in a well-meaning way by cultural processes that were meant to help you succeed. But what it did was it defined success as being something where you have to sacrifice. So unless you've suffered first, unless you've done something that's uncomfortable first, unless you're putting these other things as a priority, then you're not allowed to exercise, go outside and play, read a book, you know, do anything for your emotional release, your stress relief, have fun, have joy, have autonomy. Nope, that's out the window. You have to do these other things first. And that's just not true. It's just not true. It is not objective reality. That is just a belief, a cultural belief system. And if you look at people who are hyper successful and are not suffering, they play. They exercise, they care for themselves. Like, all of those things are built into their day. It doesn't matter if they are, you know, presidents of state. It doesn't matter if they are celebrities. It doesn't matter if they are heads of major global corporations. That is an essential part of their day. So when people say to me, Kate, how do I prioritize self-care? Like, what's that magic button I could use that will then give me permission to not work as much so I could put in health, you know, self-care? I'm like, I don't know. What is that magic button? Like, I'd love to know what it is too, because it is just now part of my day. Just like putting on my shoes before I go outside on the street. Just like the fact that I'm going to have to, at some point in the day, check my emails, even though I don't want to, right? Like, I am going to do my ab ripper, or I'm going to do my cardio, or I'm going to do my yoga, or I'm going to eat a salad. The other thing that I see holding people back a lot when it comes to self-care, actually not even just in self-care, in so many different areas, is people just don't invest in these things. Like, we are such a scarcity driven culture because it's all about, you can do it yourself. Well, I know I could do it myself. I know I could sit and make salads all day long for the rest of the week. Is that the best use of my time? No. So, you know, if you're at, which most of you are, like, I'm going to say this and you're going to be like, I'm not at that income level. You don't have to be a rich person to have someone make a salad for you or to buy a salad on the street, or, you know, resource yourself in such a way that you can have more freedom in your life with your money, so that you can use it to leverage higher quality of life decisions. That's probably the other big thing. I should do a whole nother broadcast on that, because we see that over and over again. Oh, well, that would cost money. Yes. Yes, it's going to cost money to have freedom in your life. Yes, it's going to cost money to have the things in life that you don't have right now. You know, why do we want to keep working just to have a big pool in the backyard if you're too fat and out of shape to actually want to put your bathing suit on and get in the damn pool? Like, that's the most ridiculous thing ever. But what we do is our self-critic is like, well, if you just got up at 5 in the morning and did your workout, you'd have a bikini bottom. No. How about you live in a house without the damn pool? You actually have a body that you like, and you go to the community pool. Like, that's a easy compromise I would make any day of the week. Do you see what I'm saying? And so we create these constructs of where we have this illusion of what success is supposed to look like, but then we're not happy inside of it. So break out of the illusion and create the success on your terms. And now all of a sudden life gets good. And then there's no reason you can't keep making more money and then eventually buy the house with the pool. Great, do that. But in the meantime, how about we feel really healthy and fit and prioritize ourselves? So that would be the third piece that's really important. So I've given you guys a lot of information and I want to hear some feedback. So give me some feedback in the comments. Like, I would love to know what you do to prioritize self-care. Because I think that can always give someone an idea. Oh, wow, like I've never heard of an 8-minute workout. Like maybe that was the first time you've heard of this. And it's true, Tabata workouts are a fabulous workout. But I really want you to focus not so much on the thing. You know, it's not the 8-minute workout. It's the commitment to having a level of success that includes self-care that starts. You got to start with your belief. You got to tear down that belief that success has to equal suffering. And then you have to loosen up a little bit and realize that you got to invest in these things if you're going to make them happen. Like, make it as easy as possible for yourself to succeed in the things you want, and start looking around your life for the things that you are invested in that maybe aren't getting you to where you want. So I hope that was helpful. Fabulous broadcast today. I hope I've given you guys a lot of good stuff to go on. Listen, if you are a highly driven person, if you're highly successful, or someone who's just in, you know, a leadership or a rising executive position, and as a woman, you're feeling like you're having to sacrifice way too much of your life for your career, book a call with our team. Let us talk to you. Let's see what's going on. We'll be able to analyze and see what's happening for you. If we can help you, fabulous. We'll tell you and show you how. If not, what we'll do is we'll suggest some other resources or get you where you need to be. So no matter what, it'll be a lot of fun. It's been great talking with you. I look forward to your comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.